Hey there, golfers and golfettes. Tom Saguto here with your weekly e-tip. And this week I've got Ben Hogan pulled up on the screen. Going to be getting into a series that's very important, and this could change your golfing life for the better. You've heard me talk about the importance of the right forearm in the golf swing, and I'm taking it a step further here by showing you some slides from the great Ben Hogan. We're just going to go over very briefly what's going on in his swing and how he was able to hit the ball so far with such a beautiful, short, fluid swing. First thing, his tension level is rather light. Those arms, though he talks about in his book, keeping the arms rigidly straight and intensely wound, you can see here that he doesn't carry much tension, if at all. Alright. Part 2, I want to talk about observe the connection of the right bicep to his side. This connection is glued. It is super glued to his side, so that as he takes the club back and his right forearm folds, you can see that here at the top there is no space in that entire area right there. Forearm's glued. How he gets to this position is by loading the right forearm. And by loading, I mean getting it to a 90-degree angle. If your forearm doesn't load, or if you're one of those chicken wingers where you've got this huge amount of space gap between your armpits here and your right arm, you're never going to be consistent. You're going to be spending a lot of time making up for that motion. So what Ben does is right off the bat, he begins loading this right forearm. I know everybody says his secret was certain cupping of the wrist. But the real Ben Hogan secret that we can all take from this, because I know that there's a lot of us who couldn't just cup our wrists magically in the middle of the swing. I think the real secret we can take from this is watching his right forearm fold. Because then, once he gets it loaded, he said, if he starts his downswing properly, which he had a tendency to do that almost every time, he's a robot. If he gets his downswing started properly, he wishes he had like 4 or 5, maybe 10 right hands, right arms. The reason for that is his right arm was his powerful arm. Whatever golfer you are, let's say that, just imagine you're hitting a hammer into a nail. Impact feels like you're hitting a hammer into a nail. That's what good impact feels like. And the only way you can feel that is, one, get a hammer out and start envisioning that motion. You'll notice that if you don't do that in the golf swing, there's a ton of power in the motion of driving a hammer into a nail. It's a very solid feeling. There's a lot of mass of the hammer being backed by a constant acceleration of it. Mass times acceleration. Force equals mass times acceleration. We want to create as much force as we can. And this loading of the forearm helps you do that. So in the backswing, in your backswing, load the right forearm right off the ball. Begin loading it. If you keep your left arm straight, you can load the right forearm as much as you want. Load it in such a way that the club shaft points at an angle like this. So don't load it, just load it and have the club pointing straight up and down or too horizontal. Load it in a way like Mr. Hogan here. Just get it loaded, 90 degree. Put it on a 90-degree angle. Put the right forearm at 90-degree angle, fully loaded, and at this angle to the ground. I'll be doing some videos coming up, but if you can load that forearm, you can send a massive, right when you load it, in the downswing, you can unload a tremendous amount of power into the ball, and it'll be like nothing, Let me see if I got another, here we go, another video. Load that right forearm, look at it. The connection hasn't moved at all. He's got that glued to his side, he loads it, and then he unloads it on the ball. So this is just a little preliminary video showing you what I think the real secret is to being successful in golf. And it's this right forearm. Nobody talks about it, but if you can start focusing more on this, it takes care of your whole swing, and everything else will just start magically happening for you. And I'm all about simplicity and minimizing the amount of effort. So start taking all that tension out of your right forearm. Keep a straight left arm. Take the tension out of your right forearm and just focus on loading that right forearm. You're going to see the ball explode off the face. Alright, so this video hasn't really shown you how to do it, but I'm just showing you that's what's going on, and we'll making a video in the future about how to accomplish that. Alright, golfers and golfettes, have an awesome day. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you soon.